Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Josh, and I think we've got quite an exciting one today. First of all, I just want to make a note that the pose of Lilah is almost 100% evoking Michael Jackson, and that's pretty cool. It just has such a Michael Jackson pose going on here. But yeah, the deck itself is really quite powerful, and I think it's definitely a bit of a sleeper. So she has prowess, which is already pretty decent, but whenever you cast a multicolour instant or sorcery, you exile the spell instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, it becomes plotted. So what does that mean? Let's say you have Lilah out, and then you cast Prismari Command on your turn. You get the effect of Prismari Command, and it goes into exile. Then, in your next turn, you can cast it whenever you want for 0 mana at sorcery speed, as long as you have it in exile. It's pretty cool. Just remember, it turns it from instant speed to sorcery speed. That's the only downside, but my god, I really love this deck. I think it's awesome. We've got pretty much every single instant and sorcery which is dual color that I could find. We're running 34 instants and sorceries, which I think is a hell of a lot. And essentially, we just want to get double value with all of our spells, as long as we have Lilah out. Now, it is kind of difficult to keep on the battlefield because there's so much removal in the format. But there's a few other cool little synergy pieces that I want to try and abuse to make the most out of the plotting ability. So casting a spell from her exile ability, Lilah gets +1/+1 counters whenever you cast spells from exiles. So that's already pretty good to make her a bit bigger, a bit stronger to take out the opponent. Really like that. Anything that makes your spells cheaper is also great as well. So we've got Brawl, we have Rowan, Scholar of Sparks, just to make your spells a little bit cheaper. They're already pretty cheap as it is. But as you can see on the top end, we've got Magma Opus, that does everything. If you copy this somehow, if you manage to have Lilah out for a long time in this, then you are probably going to win. But yeah, everything very much complements the deck's spell-intensive nature. Sort of once a Future King even lets us cast a few things out of the graveyard, which then once we cast from the graveyard, we'll put a copy of it or the spell into plotting. It's just awesome because you can basically recycle from the graveyard. Eruth lets you get a bit more value each turn. So if you would draw a card and set exile on top 2, you can play those this turn. But then you can actually take them out of exile and then put them in plotting if you cast it with Lilah and if it's a multicolor spell. So lots of interesting things going on. It even makes setting up big, awesome spells a bit easier because if you look at what are we thinking of? It's Arcane Infusion. Like, so, if you think of something like Slick Sequence, pretty simple card, 2 damage to any target. If you cast on the spell's turn, draw a card. But obviously, if you cast this for free in your following turn with plot, it's a lot easier to get that extra draw card. So something like Slick Sequence will eventually just end up drawing you 2 cards, which I think is pretty nice. So yeah, it's definitely a mid-rangey deck. It doesn't do very well in the later stages because we just really need to win the game as soon as possible, essentially. I know that's true of a lot of decks, but our late game isn't especially strong. We've only really got Ral Izzet, Viceroy, and Chandra to really push us above, but this Chandra is a win con as well. She's crazy, you know. She has an automatic copying instant sorcery ability clause, so if you don't win with this out, something's probably pretty wrong. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like and subscribe to support the channel. You know that already. If you want to get your own custom videos, become a channel patron and you get one custom video of your choice. Let's get into the games. Let's see how we do against Exodus, one we don't see very often. Mardu might be definitely a sacrifice theme given what we've just seen there. Now, they do want to get out this early. I'm not too worried about it because if they're going to get rid of all their stuff, then the River's Rebuke is going to be just marvellous, to be honest. And we might even see ourselves discarding the Magma Opus, even though if we do get to 8 mana, it's going to be amazing. Ophiomancer, my god, that is so much. I think because of the speed that we're facing here, we're going to have to sadly discard that to get the treasure. That is a lot. They've already got 4 permanents, so they can already go for the Awaken the Blood Avatar if they want to. Ugh, gross. That's devastating amount of when it dies. Okay. So it costs 8, but it's 2 cheaper for each thing they sack. So all they have to do is sack 3 things and it makes it a lot cheaper. And also they've got the combination with the drain now. That's horrendous. Which means I think if we go for the Lilah here, Let's attack. They've got no death touch up. See what they do. Slick sequence. Okay, so now if they make a sack, it doesn't feel too bad. Maybe we just kill the Ophiamancer. Because now we get to get a few triggers. From your hand. There's no triggers from your hand, so the spell that Lilah gave us sadly doesn't get this back, but... Okay, so here's what I was talking about. We'll get rid of the Lilah, because currently our hand isn't as exciting. Given that we only have one spell that is multicolour. We're on 9 already, which is horrendous, though. They've got a 3-6, so we might be able to deal with it. We'll just see what we get with Lilah first. If we can kill their 3-6, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And they're going to block. And this Bastion of Remembrance is actually currently doing more work than this stupid 3-6. So if we do this, we need to discard... God damn it, we played the land now. Yeah, that was foolish. That was very foolish. Because now I can't discard. I had the 6, and now I've only got 5. I suppose we'll just exile the Bastion. And see how it goes. We're going to lose 6, 7. So we're going to be at 1 here. Can they kill us this turn? Oh, come on. We are really playing on hard mode. 1. Right, River's Rebuke. Can we actually do this? With 1 life versus a Mardu build that might have Lightning Bolt in their coming turns. We'll see. Yeah, it was all my fault with the Channel Force. I should have just not played that land and we would have been able to take off 6 damage from the Awaken the Blood Avatar. Okay, so the good news is they don't really have much else for now. So we'll see how we get on. Currently able to pump up Lilah enough to maybe kill them. Maybe we just deal some more damage to them. 2 damage. Create a treasure. Down to 13. Play Chandra.
What? My hair is on fire? Oh, this.
That's going to be 2 more damage. Combining the spells cast with Chandra and Lilah here is nice because it makes her even stronger. They didn't play the Ophiamancer, which is a bit suspicious. So are they just going to kill us on the stack with a lightning bolt they just drew? Potentially. Let's see. I pretty much expect to die here at instant speed. Murderous Rider. Fair enough. Planeswalker. Okay. Let's see what the top card of our deck is. Anything good? Winter Flame. We cannot cast that, sadly. Let's go for Ral. We need to kill them very quickly here. And pass the turn. So yeah, we are literally dead to a bolt, a shock, anything. There's so many spells that just deal 1 damage. Any number of creatures can do it as well. Ophiamancer. Pay 2. Draw 2, deal 2 to that. Okay, we actually managed to win at 1 life, which is pretty epic. Even though I probably made a few mistakes there. Yeah, that was a lucky comeback. Let's go facing Tulane. There was a time when Tulane was considered a bit too good, and he is still very good. But definitely power level has been put in check now. Let's put that on the bottom. We've got some really good spells. We just need to get our stuff out. Going second is incredibly painful. Oh god, especially then we don't have a kill spell for the Cobra. How the heck are we going to get around this? They've already got so much stuff out. I don't really know. I guess we can try and get some blockers out. Can we deal 4 damage to Chilane? 1, 2, 3. Tireless Provision. This is pretty disgusting. 1 land comes down, they get 2. So they double their land drops now whenever they play a land. Storm's Wrath. Okay, maybe that's just the thing we're going to save up for and let them do whatever the hell they want. Yeah, just let them do whatever the hell they want and take out everything with the Storm's Wrath. Put that into our hand. Put that into the library. And exile that. Okay, fine. Maybe we will be okay. Let's see what they do. Hopefully they don't have protection. The fact this has 4 toughness is incredibly lucky. But who knows? Maybe they give something even bigger than that. Nice. Got 2 mana open. What else are they going to have? Now, I really hope they don't have a counter spell for these treasures. Oh, that feels glorious. Okay. And that was one of our 2 board wipes in the deck. I'm glad we did not take that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can just play Chilane again. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Holy crap. Oh, do we just kill that with a Channel Force? Discard 5, deal 5. Yeah. Fine. God damn it. Okay, so we basically cycle our hand, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hope we get some equally as good stuff back. Oh man, mostly just meh. But yeah, killing the Nyx Bloom Ancient was pretty important there. What other horrors await us here? They just keep playing Haymaker after Haymaker. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield. Okay, they decided to go for that instead of Chilane, which is kind of interesting. Do they have a counter? Okay, so basically they forewent. Forewent? Is that the past tense of forego? They foregoed their last turn just to counter my commander. I find that very common, and it feels like people are maybe in panic mode. I have never had Lilah countered and killed so much compared to any other commander. I played a guy earlier. Was 5 mana Niv Mizzet, replay stuff from the graveyard. I did not resolve Lilah 1 time. It was horrific. It was absolutely horrific. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to do it now before they untap. 4 damage. Tap that. Doesn't really matter what we do. I just want to kill the Chilane. Sayonara. Nice. So, okay, we've got some more juice. More ammo for the big cannon of doom. A 9 mana Chilane isn't as appealing. But yeah, I guess they've used all their good stuff in a way. If they play it again, we probably just bounce it back to their hand. The fact they're not playing anything suggests they have another counter, so we do not need to play anything else here. And the wife is hoovering at 12 o'clock at night. It's so freaking annoying. I always say to the wife, you know what, you hoover a lot. And she's like, no, I only do it once a day. It's not. It feels like 50 times a day. I swear to God, it is so effing annoying. Right, let's use the monocolor spells here. Actually, do we want it to... The thing is... Okay, let's just use it, because they might have a counter. Get the counters out of the hand. That's the deal. That's the idea here. Interesting wording there. Leaves the battlefield. Okay. What the hell are the other 2 cards in the hand? Oh, Young Pizzy. Oh, that's so good. Man, and the thing is, we have pressure, so we don't have to commit the commander. We're dealing 4 a turn. And by the way, if you haven't seen Collected Conjuring, it's basically Collected Company, but for spells. It's awesome. So sorcery speeds are not instant, sadly. Look at the top 6, and then you get 2 spells that cost 3 or less. I want to try and kill the Scoot Swarm in response here. Veil of Summer. Okay, well, try to kill it again. We're really going to see the extent of the hand. Is it just a bunch of pussy-ass counter spells? Yeah, thought as much. Freaking people just have such a penchant for counter spells, man. It's just they're gonna have a stop copying the goddamn. Okay, that is annoying. Especially because people just really want to go in hard on their Scoot Swarm rather than, you know, be an actual skill player. Fair enough. So, Consuming Tide guarantees that they only have one thing on the field. So I think what we're going to do is just attack first here. Right. Thing is, do I want to do that here? This has got a bloody shield token. This feels counterintuitive, I'll tell you that, but I guess I want to keep the elemental. I want to keep pressuring them. They only have 14. Maybe I should have gone for the inscription first, but then something would have had to bounce back to man anyway, right? Scoot Swarm. Okay. Fine, let's try and get the Lilah out now. Getting copies of Collected Conjuring is insane because not only does it copy, not copy as such, but it's weird. It's almost like imprint plus suspend. It kind of like suspends it, but the suspend the second time you cast it is whenever you want. So it's really versatile. Okay. More Scoot Swarms. Lunarch Veteran. The life gain on that is kind of irritating. Captain Eberhard. Okay, so they're playing with a heart on the sleeve now. Right, let's start doing some damage with the Fiery Inscription. Okay. How much mana do we have left after this? We go for... No, let's go for the Collected Conjuring, I think. Get some more triggers. Anything? Ah, we completely missed here. That's such a shame. But we do get a free one next turn, which is kind of awesome, because we're also going to get a few more spells with the Young Pyromancer. So yeah, it only hits spells that cost 3 or less. Up to 2 sorcery spells with mana value 3 or less. That's actually really limiting. I think my boys just fell off the bed. There's literally infinite number of chaos things that can happen in one single day in my life here. I can't just have a game of Magic without some horrendous incident happening. Okay, the 9 to 4. I think we should... We get 1 sorcery. And good timing, because now I need to attend the bedroom where my boy was sleeping. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.